On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be a third and about 13. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Texans sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Mustang 19.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Stroud. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hey, check that.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Here's Willis. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Stroud to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready.
Stroud now on 2nd down. He finds Wilson. And some room to maneuver. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Ashton Davis. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because
ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the bootleg, Stroud. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hand off left side, Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
60 Mavericks.
Stroud. That's complete, right around the 8. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks in this type of ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the Nautica side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Willis to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Stroud. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Throwing now is Stroud. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Stroud off the play fake. That's complete to Dell. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The throwing again is Stroud. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
19 tight. Not saying 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's what.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans add 6 to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A gain of 14.
Dragon 60.
First down, Las Vegas.
On first down, Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chase Claypool with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Texans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football. been limiting turnovers, and in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Houston. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. He stiff arms him, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There he goes, right side. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, 34 yards. And the Texans are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense, but frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
23 yards, the final tally. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a success.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Robert Spillane able to bring him down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Another carry for Pierce. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made by Tyree Wilson. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hurry, hurry!
Hand off right side to Pierce. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Sit down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second.